your boy DeLeon once again. I'm just giving you like a little intro to today's day 2. I don't want to bore you with my words or nothing, man. I just want to get right to it. And I just hope you like the content. I'm gonna be taking pictures. I'm gonna be doing vlogs. I'm gonna doing videos. I take pictures with the boys. I'm gonna do it, but I ain't gonna post nothing yet. That way I know how to put this video together, man, because it's a lot of content. I'm telling y'all, you don't want to miss it. You don't want to go nowhere. When I upload these videos, stay tuned. It's One Way DeLeon. Peace.
One thing you do on top of base, so there's two different things. Normally, you want to put the like SG100, some type of binder on top of the base. That
the inner coat
right.
Before you put tape on top.
So then, what you do, right? I'm not gonna cut on top of this shit, but when I cover the wood grain, so I don't get paint on it.
Man, so I think, man, that's your logo on the back of your shirt. That's your logo on the back of your shirt.
No, that's mine.
I was gonna say it look like my shit.
Oh, that's shit, it does too.
So check this out. Once this area is covered, right? Like I said, I'm not gonna use a razor blade, so you gotta kind of. So let's say that's covered and you come back with this design. At this point, when this is covered, having these three, you don't have to cover this one too. It won't make sense because it doesn't even matter.
Right.
So you cover them pretty much as you put the color down.
Correct. As you put that color down, as long as the design is on there, you don't have to, because you're wasting tape by doing this. So you have to untape this shit to spray it. Just leave the shit open. You know, go ahead and paint your first color. When you paint the first color, you don't have to cover nothing up. Yeah. Just paint your first color. Once that's dry, then you cover that shit up. Go with your second color, whatever you're gonna do here. You know, at this point, if you say, you know what, I'm doing this line white, right? Because I got wood grain, I got red, I got white. When you're in here, at that point, you could get an airbrush or whatever and put a drop shadow right there, right now. A drop shadow, just follow this thing. When you're doing drop shadows, you want to stay more on the tape or on the paper than the surface. If you get on the surface, you're going to make it way too dark, fuck shit up. So you got to just watch the tape, stay on the tape, and let the overspray make the shadow. You understand?
You using black for the shadow?
It depends on what color I have.
Whatever, whatever.
Something like this, I always use black. Actually, something like this is white, I'll use gray as my drop shadow. Because shadow is not black.
Right.
You know what I mean? So on white or light colors, I use like a gray. On dark colors, I use black.
Yeah, black would be too much.
Yeah, it'll be too much on this.
On an offset, like if you're using shade for a white, black would be too much shadow.
Correct.
So you use a gray instead.
Yeah. So once you don't want to wait till you take shit off to say, okay, I'm gonna put a drop shadow. Now you gotta repaint shit. You know what I mean? Or when at the moment it's already. You know, you can do a drop shadow now. You know,
So you're saying add the drop shadow after you already colored this?
everything I'm showing you right now, she's getting a hood ready so I can show you where to paint. I'm just showing you where to tape.
Yeah.
So once you do that effect, and again you cover this up, and then you go to your last one, right? With whatever design.
Do one side of it, right?
Exactly. You never want to shadow both sides. Because that position looks stupid. You know, pick a side. If it's on the inside, that has to be on the inside too. You know?
So say for instance you hit this side, say for instance you hit right here, right? So you're gonna have to, on the neck, you just keep the shadow right here.
Keep it on that side.
Keep it on the
Yes, keep it on the. You don't want to put a shadow over here. It's got wax on it.
What's the technique you using with them flames?
It's just
Like the flow up.
really it's in how you turn it.
You know what I'm saying? Like the way you stack them. Is it a certain way they need to be stacked for the
No,
flame to look?
that's completely up to the artist. You know what I mean? It doesn't
Can you
have.
even flow from here to there?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
could
like
just
when you
keep
going up.
going. I just thought you know where I'm going with it. Right? Well, when you do flames, if you end up doing flames like in a hot rod, because this is another water style. So where it's at, if you want to separate yourself from the ones that are just trying it, and you can look at, that don't even look right. You do the same exact thing, right? You shoot your first color, like if you're not good at pin strapping, and if you're a beginner, this is the best way to cheat, is by shooting the base first, because that's your strike. You know what I mean? So you want to, whatever color you want to strike, shoot that first. Then do your designs on top of that. Make sure that you cut every single one of them sharp, because this right here is going to all be the base color. So if you don't cut the tips and make them sharp,
It's gonna be
trust me,
square.
you just ruined it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know it yet,
Yeah.
but you ruined it.
This way you put it off.
Yeah, exactly. So once you do it, before you cover anything, you go ahead and sharpen every single tip. As sharp as you want, as clean as you want it. So once that's done, you can do whatever you want to do inside of here. Paint it solid. None of that's even gonna matter. You could, whatever effect you're looking for, do it here. Paint this. Let's say, for example, we did this orange. All right, so underneath it is orange. Then I want the flames to be yellow. I'll paint the yellow solid. Then the edges, you can round them off with, use a drop shadow. If this is the tip of my airbrush surface, I want to be more on the shadow part than I am on the inside. I want to basically paint on top of the tape. You know what I mean? You don't want to be inside of here doing that. It's almost like you really want the overspray to give you that. All ready? That's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna do the wood, but you guys aren't ready. A few things that we can do. All right. Just excuse the hood, right? Never mind the damage. You don't care nothing about that.
I ain't even see it. I ain't even see it.
So all this stuff, never mind that. It's all over the wood. I think it'll look better than all this. I'm gonna save the setter to do the wood effect on this. But is there an effect besides the wood that you want to see?
Everyone you feel like doing
All of them.
all of them, I don't know. So everyone you feel like you
I like
probably
the water dropping situation you were talking about.
I'd like to see the water droplets done in person.
Give me the hard cut, sleeve.
Just grab me another sleeve and a cap.
All right, so on the water effect. So I'm gonna let y'all try it on this side.
What is up, YouTube? It's your boy DeLeon again, man. I'm glad to be here with Solo Element. Today I got pictures of the car, man. He just came up showing system on, switches going on. I'm gonna let you introduce himself, and his name is Danny so far. I'm gonna show you the car later. I took some pictures so you can see his what do they call it, hydraulics type? Hydraulics. He's badass, man. How you doing,
How you
man?
guys doing, man? This is Danny with Low Life Car Club. This is my son Chris, man. We out here repping for Solo at the Solo Element.
Awesome. I want to ask you, how was your drive from Orlando? You told me, but tell the
Not
audience.
bad, man. It was actually a little scary as far as the rain coming. We hate driving those things in the rain, but we made it out here, man. We made the effort. We got out here.
I
We're
feel
here
you.
kind of representing for Solo, man.
Awesome, man. We thank you for the support on his behalf. How you met Solo Element?
Oh my goodness. I met Solo probably about 20 plus years back, man, in the
Wow.
lowrider scene. I had him work on some cars. We actually kind of collaborated a few years back and had a shop right next to each other,
Wow.
doing a little bit of custom hydraulics and custom paint. So me and Solo go back, I mean, many, many decades, you know.
Wow.
Really cool dude, and, you know.
He spoke very well about
Yeah,
you,
he's a
highly.
good dude, man.
Of
I
you.
appreciate it.
What are you like expectation? Are you one of those guys that came to see the wood grain or how he do it and all that?
Yeah, man, we actually we love this type of work. It's all custom work. So any kind of cars that, regardless if it's a lowrider, a big box Chevy on big rims, it's all love for the car scene, you know. So that's where we're at. We're coming, just trying to learn and pick a little of his brain on some of the tricks that he knows. The guy's very talented, knows a lot. I've been around him a lot in the past, so I've seen some of his old tricks. Now to catch up and see some of how he's evolved and see the new stuff coming out is really cool.
Awesome, man. Man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for giving me
Oh, man.
even the
Awesome.
chance. I appreciate you
Thank
too.
you, man. Thank you for
Thank
having
you
us.
so much.
Appreciate it, man.
You see it, you heard it. Everybody's here. This upscale, this is a whole another level. You're thinking right here. These guys are here. If they put their brains together, you will never reach where they at. But individually, they got their own talent. You see his ride. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go outside and check this ride out. Peace.
You also get to clean it up a little bit, so you create more depth. You kind of see it, right? Even lines. Can you see it?
Another one.